Good morning, travelers. Todd and Michelle here. We're traveling around Disney, and today is a very special day. It is day 3, and it is a very special day for me and Michelle and the channel. So we're going to take you along today on day 3 and let you know at the end how special it is to us. So come along and let's see what day 3 aboard the Star Princess had to offer us.
The comedy show got out super late, 12:35. We were looking for food, so of course, what do you do at 1 o'clock in the morning? You order room service. So we got, that pizza looks great.
Hurry, it's gonna get...
Yeah. We got Cokes. We got cheese. Cheese tray, that looks good. Oh yeah. That pizza smells incredible.
I got
Turkey sandwich?
a turkey sandwich, and then there's a club.
Yeah.
Or a tuna.
Awesome. Okay, we're gonna give this a try. And this was free of charge with our package. So let's have some.
Well, it doesn't look like we have a view of Nassau, but we do have a view of the Disney Dream that is parked right beside us here at Nassau. Okay, not a bad view.
Starting off our special day here on the Star Princess, we actually got room service. What is this called? Veranda breakfast?
It's the Deluxe balcony breakfast.
And we decided to sit on our inside balcony because it's a little warm out there and the view was blocked by the Disney Dream. But anyway.
Yeah, we didn't anticipate that.
Yeah, we didn't anticipate that.
So remember that. You know, that might be a good day to do on Saturday, which is probably why they were all booked.
See day. Yeah, that makes sense
So
now.
the only thing available was Sunday. So we get to... But anyway, these particular rooms...
No, go ahead.
Well, these particular rooms have... what is this called?
It's a cabana stateroom. There's some mugs right there on the TV. But Michelle ordered this when we first got on the ship, and it is an additional charge for $27.50 a person. But
So
it comes
it's quiche Lorraine, and then the pastries. You get the bottle of champagne. They bring any beverages that you want. So we got coffee, juice, and then I got, of course, my breakfast Coke. And then there's a salmon plate over there, which we'll show you in a bit.
Yep. And
But they brought
then
cream and...
we got everything. So we're just going to have a great breakfast here in the cabin this morning. Okay, we're going to... Cheers.
Cheers.
This has been a wonderful cruise. For a group cruise, never thought it would happen. So, cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Oh, that's good. Put some orange juice in it, make a mimosa.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to get some grubbing going on here. And if you guys know me, you know I'm all about the pastry right there. I cannot wait. But this looks incredible. This little quiche tomato with cheese. And I think they made the bacon the way Michelle loves it. Nice and crispy. Look at this cute little plate of fruit. How do you slice melon so thin? I just want to know. Having a great breakfast, by the way. And this is the salmon that they sent. We will probably, we're not going to eat this, but it is an awful pretty plate. We probably could have got a substitute.
Me and Michelle just had a wonderful veranda breakfast. It is well worth it. It is an additional charge. It was $27.50 per person, but well worth it. So I thought, what better way to do a mini ship tour? I'm not going to go from deck, but do a mini ship tour where you're going to spend most of your time. It's either going to be in the Piazza area on 7, 8, 9, or it's going to be up on the upper decks. So we are going to start in the Piazza on deck 7, and we're going to discover what's all around me, all the restaurants and stuff, and then we'll go up to 8. We'll discover what's up there, and then we'll go to 9. So come along and let's discover this area before we head outside because it's a little warm. So this is the crew of the Star Princess, the captain, everybody there, the leads, but the crew is what makes this ship. The stewards, the servers, the bartenders, they have been absolutely wonderful. So these folks right here need to be told of all the great service that you've gotten on the cruise. And we've had a wonderful time on this Star Princess 3-day cruise. We wish it was longer. Probably definitely on a new ship, wish it was a little bit longer, but these folks right here, they get the surveys and they can tell their workers just how wonderful job they did. So since we're on 7, we'll just start. Let's go clockwise. That makes it easier. So that's the hallway. There's the elevator, main elevator bay right there for 7. Then you come over here. This is Catch. This is a restaurant. This is a additional charge restaurant right here by Rudy. Seafood restaurant right over here. I could probably open the door and go in, but we can see through it's all nice and clean. Let's keep it that way. But that is Rudy. And then you come around this way. And there is a cocktail bar right here. And yes, they are open. They open when everybody's on board. Bellini's cocktail bar. So they probably have some Bellinis over there. Nice little sitting area over here. And then this is O'Malley's, which hopefully tonight we get to eat at, because I've been waiting to eat at O'Malley's. And the problem is I can't wait much longer because we get off the ship tomorrow. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is this right here. This map is all over the place. If you want to know where you are, and this is actually the easiest way I have found for myself. A lot of people can do the app very well. I don't like the app on my phone. Plus I use it to film on my phone. So it's hard to get the app. It'll show you everything. We are on deck 7. It's already set to there. And see, it shows you everything that is hidden. Good Spirits at Sea, which will be a fun time tonight. We got a little special event planned for Good Spirits at Sea, which you guys will see. We'll take you along. Bellini's, the Underground Teen Lounge, Celestial Dining Room, the Daily Finds, and Wheelhouse right there. So it'll tell you where everything is. But if you want to see what's on 16, you just hit 16. I'll just show you that's all staterooms. If you want to know what's on 21, I'll show you what's right there. So this has been the easiest way I have found what is on the decks. So if you get a little bit lost, and it can be discombobulating sometimes, just hit the map and it'll show you where everything is. So let's put it back to 7. Also, if you're wearing your medallion, which I have on right here, my little medallion, you can tap the map and it'll address you by name. This medallion is absolutely wonderful. Love this technology. Probably my favorite on the ships. This and Virgin do a great job with the medallions. So if you can see, you can tap it right there, and then you can find out the information. It'll address you. So that's pretty neat. Let's make our way down this hall, because this is O'Malley's over here, the front of it. So this is O'Malley's right here. Definitely got to try this. Over here we got Princess Lives. They're getting ready to do a trivia game. But this is another little bar area and seating area. And they do like karaoke and stuff like that all through the... There we go. That's a good Disney trivia question. Sanderson sisters. Name the 3 of them. Leave it in the comments down below. Over here is Butcher's Block by Dario. This is another premium dining that is an additional charge. Now, if you get the Princess Premier package, it includes all the restaurants. You can make restaurants. You can try every premier restaurant and just make the reservations, and it is already covered in the cost of your package. Another elevator bay here. We got to be back on the ship by 4:30. Look how beautiful these elevator bays are. But see, the maps are everywhere. I'm telling you, the maps, I find these much easier. Oh, I see Good Spirits over here. Quick turn. This is where we'll be tonight for our special event that we're having with the group cruise, reserved for a private function. That's gonna be us this afternoon. We cannot wait. Good Spirits at Sea. This is the Princess Arena. Let's go take a look at it to see if there's nobody in there so I can get you a good shot of it. Oh, this is the teen thing. See, I'm telling you, I haven't seen a lot of this. So this is on deck 7. This is Neon Groove, ages 7 to 12. Right in there. I like how it's closed off so you can't see all the kids and stuff like that. Not that I wouldn't want to see the kids, but I don't need everybody else seeing my kids in there. This is the Princess Arena. But I'm telling you, they've done a fantastic job with this. The comedian we seen last night was absolutely unbelievable. But look at that. And there is a show here tonight that we're going to come see. It's a little different. A lot of people are used to the theater, you know, flat stage in the back, seats all rowed this way, looking forward. But this has been a different experience, and everything we have seen in here has been absolutely wonderful. The entertainment on this ship, it's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And I know you guys will say, oh Todd, you like everything, but I have not found a show, anything that I have not liked on this ship. So I'm telling you, I've had it. Now this is just my opinion. We've got 19 other people on the group cruise that could give you a different story, but I think everybody's had a great time. And it's been wonderful meeting everybody, talking to everybody, having dinner with everybody all at the same time. It's just been absolutely wonderful. So that's good spirits. That's where we'll be tonight. I like the nice little secluded area. The artwork, you know me and art. We love art. Let's go. What's over this way? What's over here? This will be another entry to the arena. And this is the butcher block. This is the end of it. As you can tell, there's a cow in there. Oh, shall we go in? The door's open. We'll just take a quick peek. Beautiful restaurant. So this could be included with your Princess Premiere. And I would want to sit back here by the bowl because it's my favorite artist. Vincent Van Gogh themed Starry Night. Come on, how can you not beat that? Okay, that was, thank you, door. I appreciate that. Oh, automatic doors too. Come on, I gotta love it. Okay, so that's pretty much everything on 7. Theater, front, we've seen all that. So now we're gonna head up to deck 8 and see what's up there. We had an elevator right here, right there, 8. And it'll tell me where to go. E, right here. That's where I'm going to. This is just like Coronado, if anybody remembers the elevators of Coronado. So I will meet you guys up on 8. Made it up to deck 8 right here. We are going to go forward. This is the next entrance into the Princess Arena, right here. Right-hand side, our aft and port side. Remember that side. And then it'll tell you right there on sides, port side, right there. There's more of the arena entry, and this is the casino, which we're going to walk through since they're not playing. We are going to walk through, and it's a pretty nice casino. It's got all the good stuff. Somebody, they said on the transatlantic when they come, it was a great joke by the cruise director. He said somebody won $28,000 on the transatlantic coming over, and it only cost them $35,000 to win it. So this is the casino right here. Absolutely wonderful. I don't spend any time in the casino. I don't know. I'm not a big gambler like that because I'm afraid to lose all my money. So this is the casino. Of course, you're going to have your blackjack, your roulette, all the tables right there. But since we are in Nassau today, it is closed because there's a big casino in Nassau. So at Nassau Port, the casinos are not allowed to be open. But we did discover that some of the ports, casinos can be open, which I never knew. Back out at the Piazza area. See, everything leads to the Piazza. Just remember, once you get to Piazza, you're good. We're back out here, and we'll walk this way. Casino Princess. I believe this is a sushi place coming up in here. Oh, wait. This is Spellbound. This is their, it's an additional charge. Spellbound. This used to be where you could eat and stuff like that. If you go tap your thing, it'll tell you what it's all about. Reserved today in the app. So once I'm in my reservation, no, that's okay. I don't need that. This is an additional charge. It used to be like a dinner show and stuff, but now it's like a speakeasy with drinks. The charge does cover a certain amount of drinks and stuff like that, but that is Spellbound, and they bring in the magicians from the Magic Castle, which I think is incredible. Then you come this way. That is the Disney Dream, by the way, across the way. And this is Kroner's right here. Love the radios on the back, the microphones and all that good stuff. It's a piano bar, so, you know, you're going to sing Sweet Caroline at some point. And if you watch The Comedian, you understand that joke. Right here, the guy will play Sweet Caroline at some point on your nightly. I'm singing with him. But this is Kroner's, and this is our crooners. I think it's crooners. Yeah, that makes sense. It's like singers. God, sometimes it takes you a while, Todd. But we're back over to the map right here. You can hit it. By the way, there's seating all around right here. They're starting to prepare for the events tonight and everything. Stuart told me, which I did not know. Stuart let me know this morning that where they're standing right there in that circle, that actually raises to become a stage so the performers can be up high so everyone can see them, which I thought was a fantastic idea. So didn't know that. So Stuart and Andrea, thank you so much for letting me know that this morning. I appreciate it. And then we come over here. What, did I miss something? No, that was the coffee bar. Okay. God, I think I forget stuff. Makato is a sushi bar right here. And this is another fine dining that you can, additional cost, but like I said, premium princess package. We'll cover that right there. And then over here at this casino, this is a smoke-free casino. The one on the other side is smoking. This is smoke-free. So we do like that. If you are a casino player, non-smoking casino, right there it is. And this will lead to the shops over here, which we still got to go to because I got to get my ship. Can't miss my ship. Be my luck, I'll miss my ship. Nice little seating area over here. And then this is the shops. And of course, since we are in port, they are closed. So this is some of the shops and everything. I just like to be able to walk through. I like the open concepts of the shop because it's like you're just walking through all the shops. There's the Breitling Tag Heuer shop. Pre-owned Rolexes. Right back at, now see, you can come in and look at them. And if you find one you like, you can go ahead and purchase after we leave port. But there's the Rolexes back there. Just a little bit of everything. Here is Frescobaldi Toscana. He's back here making the fresh pasta. Another fine dining experience. I don't think any of our group, I don't think Michelle's seen down here. So when I take these videos, she sometimes sees the stuff. She's like, I didn't see that on the ship. That's why I take these videos, so she can see them. They're over there working, so I'm going to stay right here. So that is another fine dining. I think when we do another Princess Cruise, because we will do another Princess Cruise. We've had a fantastic time on this one. I will go with the premium package, just so it's all included, so I don't have to worry about it. It just makes life so much easier. Okay, let's go down this way. I'm discovering at the same time you guys are with me. So sorry this video may be long, but we're having a great time. Let's see what's over here. Oh, it's gotta be something outside. Because I just felt that open, that was hot. And then this is just a stairwell right here to the elevators. And this goes to Sanctuary. This is the dining for the Sanctuary club members. They're staying Sanctuary level, different room types. But this is Sanctuary right here. Our dining is on the other two, is on 7 and 8, and this is, I can't remember, what deck are we on? I told you I get confused. We're on 8. This is 8. So this is where the Sanctuary dining room is. I'm so glad you guys are so patient with me. Sometimes I'm just a little crazy. Oh, that is the outside. I got to come back there. We got to come back to that. And this is the rest of the sanctuary. Okay, let's go discover the rest of 8. And then we'll go to 9. See 9, and then we'll come back to that 8 because that's pretty cool. Actually, no, I'll show you from 9 if we can get a upper view. It's so much easier to see that way. Okay, back this way. And since I can't go this way, I will meet you guys. How about we just go this way? And I will meet you on 9. Hey, we've made our way to deck 9, and this is the deck we're staying on, and this is where most of the food is. So we are deck 9 starboard right here, and this leads to the Americana Diner. And we're gonna cut through the diner so I can show you deck 8 below us because it's really cool. At Americana Diner, we'll have buffet service in the mornings and at lunchtime right over here, so it's not as crowded. We've talked about this earlier in videos. So we're just gonna buzz through here real quick because I'm heading to the back doors. Because I don't know if I properly showed you deck 8, but we're gonna show you deck 8. Right back this way. Could get a pastry while I'm here. You know, all this energy I'm burning from walking around. Okay, I'm gonna go outside. I'll be right back with you guys. Since we made it up here on deck 9, might as well take a look at the beauty sitting right beside us, the Disney Dream, with my boss there on the back. Beautiful Port of Nassau right back there. Definitely, I know a lot of people say, oh, don't get off in Nassau. Definitely get off, and if you've never been, especially go to the shops and stuff right over there. You don't have to even get into the city of Nassau. You can just stay right in the shops and have a great little experience. But this is all the docks right here, and as you can see, there's a Royal Caribbean over there. This is deck 8, and I wanted to show you, it's an infinity pool. So this side and that side are clear glass. This is not an adults only area. It does not say adults only. This is not an adults only area. So yes, your kids can come down here and swim. So don't let everybody say, oh, that's an adult area only. No, it's not. It's not an adults area only. So, oh, I see there's probably another Royal Caribbean over there. Let's go ahead and take a look. Well, let's go to the other side and we'll take a look. So over at that dock, that is Royal Caribbean's Radiance of the Sea. Right beside us is Carnival Freedom, and I guarantee you there is a Royal Caribbean on the other side because Royal Caribbean pays a lot of money to be on that side of the dock, to have that ocean view. And if you look between the ships, that is their new private island that's being built over there. That's who we got. So we got the Dream on one side and the Carnival Freedom on the other side. Okay, let's go back inside. It's too windy. Messed my new haircut up. What do you guys think of my new haircut there? Like that? Everybody else does so far. So, okay, let's go this way. Let's see what's down this way. So these doors right here would lead back to the diner, but we're gonna go this way because I wanna show you some of the eateries and how much outdoor seating there is to eat on this ship, which is absolutely wonderful. I mean, it is everywhere. And we got Slice right here. That right there, Slice is right there. And of course, you know I know where this is because they have ice cream. Just saying. And then there's another bar. So if you need a libation, you can get you a libation. I've always wanted to try a Bloody Mary, and I think me and Monica today want to try an espresso martini. We've never tried one, so we're going to try that today. But see, look at all the outdoor seating, and it just goes on and on, this side and the other side. So let's head back inside. So I came back here to the diner area because we came in where the the eatery is. But I wanted to show you this. If you have the drink package on your Premier Plus, Premier Premium, whatever it's called, they actually have the Coke machines here. You just tap your puck right there and you can get your Cokes and all that stuff like that. If you are sitting at the tables and you would like a Coke or anything like that, the wait staff will actually bring you one to your table. They'll just scan your puck and bring it to you to make sure you qualify for it. You gotta qualify for it. If not, there's juices, waters, teas, and coffees to be had. All right there. And then there's the big coffee pots and creamers and stuff like that right there. Okay, now we are entering the eatery, which you guys have seen on previous videos. So we're gonna buzz through and it'll bring us out to the coffee shop, which we always go to, which you guys have seen already. So you know what? I'll meet you on the other side. One more thing I wanna show you here as we exit the eatery, they have grab and goes. So you can actually grab a salad or sandwich or anything like that, or a pastry over here to go. I just went back and apologized to a guest on the ship because I actually walked in front of him with the camera, and I hate doing that. I just hate, these folks are on their vacation, and I don't like to record a lot of people, you know that, we like to do quick, but this is the coffee shop that we come to and have a great time. So let me get past these guys. So now we are on deck 9 of the Piazza. And this is the deck we're staying on. So you had the eatery, you had the diner, you had all the outside dining, the bars up here and everything. Deck 9 is a great deck. If you can get it, it's a great deck to get everything to and from. So it's beautiful. But as you can see, everybody's just down there mingling. Remember, on a Nassau day, the ship won't empty out because a lot of people have already been to Nassau many a time on many a cruise. So the ship does not empty out. So we've seen our coffee shop right over here. More seating area right there. And we come this way. I'm gonna take that so I don't get all the people. Hope you guys understand that. Onboard offers. The pastries, they're doing the changeover, but this is open 24 hours a day. The coffee and the pastries. So if you're looking for something that you got to get something to eat or a little sweet treat, definitely this might be your location. And then we'll come over this way to 9. We're going to do the Piazza area and then we'll go down the hallways, but you've already seen the eatery, so we don't need to go down the 9 there. And this is Alfredo's. Wanted to come eat here yesterday, but they were having a big social media gathering, so they couldn't take any more reservations. But that is the pizza oven back there. These are all the toppings. You can make your own types of pizzas, or they have some already styled out for you, you know, like the classic pepperoni and cheese and all that stuff. But that's all the toppings right there. The chefs and waiters are getting ready. I believe they open up at 11, if I'm not mistaken. But this is the menu. Hopefully we get to eat here today. That's what we're hoping to eat here today, because the pizza's like absolutely wonderful. Another neat thing about Alfredo's is you come this way. Yes, we can walk through, because they actually have some outdoor seating out here that connects all the way to the back of the ship. So if you come this way and you go this way, look, now we're back on this side with the Disney Dream. And it goes all the way down. A ton of outdoor seating on this cruise line. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. But you know, I think I may have missed some shops somewhere. I think they're on 7 and I just took a wrong turn. So we may have to head back down to find those shops. Yes, I missed some shops on deck 7, so I gotta go back down to see the shops. But I made it back out here to Alfredo's because this is where the photo studio is. And future cruises, if you want to take a future cruise, you can come sign up over here. Remember, there's always deals and specials there for that. And if you want the puck holders, which I've already shown earlier in another video, they're all right there. But if you go down where those folks just went in, that goes straight to our room on deck 9, which we still got to do a room tour. I got to do a room tour for you guys because it's pretty special. Okay, let's head back down to deck 7. Well, you know, since I'm back down here on deck 7, I could get me a coffee here because I've not got a coffee here. But I got to show you one thing on deck 7 that is very important to you and that you should be using. I know it's hard for some, but the stairs are your friend. It'll get you to places a lot quicker, and it'll help you burn off all those desserts that I have all the time. So I try to take the stairs as much as I can to help me eat more desserts and not feel as bad about myself. So I try to take the stairs as much as I can, but now I'm gonna go get some coffee over here with some half and half and a little bit fattening stuff. So made it to Current's Coffee on deck 7. And like I said, they have pretty much the same thing. Not the sandwiches, but they have the pastries and stuff like that. And the specialty coffees. So if it's a little too busy up there and you're just looking for a pastry and a coffee, come down to Currents right here on deck 7. By the way, here's the menu of their specialty coffees. Of course, you can get other specialty coffees, but this is some of the specialties they use here. And look, it's Lavazza. I think I'm gonna go with a tiramisu. Let's see if I can get it as a latte. I think I may have been missing out right here at the Currents Coffee because they've got beautiful ocean views. And I'm coming. And my coffee's ready. I got it. They're quick. They're quick. Yes, sadly, I've been missing out on Currents. This tiramisu latte is absolutely wonderful. But I did miss the other shops because we went that way when we seen the crew at starting of the video. But I forgot to come over here to this side because I went up to 8. But I'm glad you guys are so patient for it with me. You come over here, and here's the shops. And this leads into the bottom half of the theater, I believe. Yeah, that's what we did. We went into the theater, and I didn't even come over to this side. That was my fault. But this is the Princess Collection, which, of course, they're closed because, you know, we're at port, but I got to get that tonight. Add that beauty to our collection. This is mine and Michelle's 14th cruise. And I believe it might be our 8th ship. I'd have to go back and look and see. But these are the other side of the shops. So we've seen the other shops upstairs, the Rolex shops and the specialty watches and the Effie jewelry and all that. But there's some Citizens there. I wonder if they have any Disney. That'd be neat if they had a Disney watch. Still looking for that Mickey. Kevin, still looking for the Mickey watch. But I'll find it one day. And they got the barely used or already loved Louis Vuittons, Christian Dior, Prada, Hermes, all those good. Is there an Hermes in there? That looks like an Hermes. Could be. And then more watches, more of the shop right here. This is the fashion edit right there. Well, I like the mug. Good coffee talk mug. You come back this way, Boulevard. And then we're heading this way. Tasting bar, which will be the alcohol and tobacco. Remember, a lot of people buy this stuff on here because it is duty-free and tax-free. So if you want you a bottle of Louis Hennessy, it's right there. You can get it when the shops are open. And then over this way, we got the Glow and Glam right there. Of course, Swarovski, and then Estee Lauder, Chanel, Clinique, all back in that way. And then this comes up to the shops. So those called the shops on Promenade. And they all go down that way. This leads to this area here is another specialty dining over here. Another wheelhouse bar right here. Specialty dining right over here. This is the Crown Grill. Yep, Crown Grill is over here. We're just gonna take a quick look. There are folks in here. Another fine dining area that you can come to and use with your premium package. So that's always, if this would have been a longer cruise, we probably would have done a premium package, but we just did the premier package. I'll let you know exactly which one we did. And then if you've ever cruised, you know there's always an art section, which they have an art section here. It's actually one of the smallest art sections I've seen for a cruise line. But that's it there. And yes, I think they even got some Disney pieces somewhere around here. Oh no. Oh, maybe they took them to the auction. Maybe there's an auction going on today. And then that right there. But that's it for their art selection. So yes, see, we were on that side and we went down to the theater. But we should have continued this way. This was Celestial. Yep, we just made the wrong turn. Oh, they're having the art auction in the Celestial dining room. Right here. That's why it was blocked off. You know, I didn't go to the Aurora dining room. on deck 6. I gotta show you guys that. But more there. Oh, there. Celestial dining room. Oh, beautiful. And then we're gonna go to the Aurora dining room, and I'm gonna show you our table that we've been sitting at for this whole cruise. So made it to deck 6, Aurora dining room. This has been for our dining here. And we have actually sat. We came in, we come back here, we come back here. But it has been, the service on here has been second to none. Like I said, we've been on 14 cruises, and this serving staff is absolutely fantastic. They have done a great job. But they see that big table right there? That's where we usually are. Have a great ocean view. Our dining time is at 5. Everybody doesn't have to come to dining if they don't want to, but most everybody has every night. Now tonight, since we have a special event, not everybody will be probably at dining tonight. And they just, well, hello, sir. I'll come see you. Thank you, Romeo. So yeah, they've been absolutely wonderful. I love seeing him. I just got to remember names better. But see, I like how it's all separated. Did anybody see day 2 video? Go back and look at the day 2 video and look at the food we had. They did the best dishes from all the specialty dinings and brought them here, which was unbelievable. Absolutely fantastic meal. But we're gonna go to the back, because if you get with your travel agent, and you know ours is Melanie, our travel agent of choice, who's also on the group cruise with us, and who's also great friends, her and Tony, she can request tables. Now, we couldn't request one because we had 20, and we wanted all to be together. But look at the views. If it was evening time at dusk, look at the views you would get back here. I mean, come on. Now, we had thought about requesting these 2 tables, but I wanted to be, I wanted to make sure everybody was at the same table. It just feels really good to have everybody at the same table. So it's been nice, but I mean, and there's where they're having the art auction up there. It's just a gorgeous, and I know it's a brand new ship. You got to remember, it's a brand new ship. I got to change hands for my coffee, and I don't want to put on the linens. Of course, it's going to be a gorgeous ship, but this one, extra special. Okay, now I think that's pretty much it. 6, 7, 8, 9. Where you really want to be. Everything else inside is going to be rooms, guest rooms, and stuff like that. I could take you down to the sick area, to the sick bay or whatever, but we don't need to go to. Deck 4 is pretty much where they tender everything and where you exit the ship for your port days and stuff like that. So beautiful artwork in the middle. Just absolutely wonderful. And yes, it is artwork. If you come, you can find the plaques right there. The Star Princess right there. See, there's the plaque. So it is actually a piece of art in the middle of the dining room. Okay, let's head up all the way to the top. And let's go outside a little bit and explore some there. Got to change my hand again. Jumped in the elevator, and remember, there are no buttons inside. It's going to take you to the floor you pushed outside. But the floors will light up here. And since I'm going to 18, there's no other floors that it's stopping at. But the floors will light up here to tell you where that elevator is going. A lot of the problems that some folks are having, they just jump on an elevator. But they have no idea where they're going. They just see an elevator and they're ready to go. Now that's the Sanctuary Club. I'm not allowed in there. They won't let me in there. They'll probably stop me right there at the door. But that's for the Sanctuary Club members and suites and stuff like that. So we're gonna go this way. What else is on 18? I think that's just about it. There's the Sanctuary Club schedule. There's the aft. Yep, so this takes us down to 17. So this is the only thing that is on 18, and I am aft, and that is the Sanctuary Club right there. So let's head down to deck 17. Okay, like I said, remember, stairs are our friend, not our enemy. Stairs are our friend. Made it to deck 17. We're on port side. Aft forward is the laundromat, loved by Britto, and the staterooms. A lot of staterooms on 17. But we're going to go down and take a look at the loved by Britto. And remember, laundromats are all over the ship, so it's just not on 17. There's even one on deck 9 that where we are at. So on this deck is Britto, but you have to go past staterooms, and you act like you think you're lost sometimes. Hello, good morning, good morning. But you just got to keep heading down the hallways. This ship is a little discombobulating. I will have to say that, but it's a brand new ship for us, so of course it's going to be discombobulating. But more staterooms here. There's the laundry. We'll take a look in there. Right here. Laundry is this way. See, like I said, it tells you laundry. Is that laundry? No, I don't think so. Laundromat, right there. There we go. And there's the laundry. It is a pay. They have an iron that they're repairing at this time. And then the soap dispensers and everything. But these are, like I said, throughout the ship. So don't be scared to do some laundry. Don't overpack. That's what we always do, but don't always overpack. But these are sanctuary rooms. So these are a little bit bigger, the suites and stuff like that. And then we're gonna make our way to Britto down here. And this is Britto, which is the artist. Yes, everything in there is designed, loved by Britto. Right there. Oh, I can go in. Door opened, so you know we're going. Okay. And we'll just take a quick peek. Beautiful, look where it is. Look at the location. You know it's gorgeous in here. And there's some of the restaurant there. It's a very small, but this is also part of the fine dining. So just, I'm telling you, sometimes the premium package would be the one to go with. But Britto art all through the restaurant. Beautiful views. Definitely on the next cruise. This definitely is going to be happening. So awesome. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so there's deck 17. And we are aft. So we're back here by Britto. And so now let's head out past all those rooms there, and we'll head out to the deck and pool areas, and I will meet you guys. Made my way to the end of the hall. Actually, it's not too bad. Just keep walking. Sometimes you think, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get there. You're going to get there. Don't worry. Okay, here we go. But this isn't an automatic door. But 17 is where you're going to want to find more food. It's on 17, and we're going to take a look at it. Let the light adjust a little bit. Like I said, everything gets a blue hue here. But jacuzzis, pool. Here is the specialty desserts. We actually have 2 specialty desserts we have with our package. And it's gelato and sundaes and stuff like that you can get. That's what he's making in that big mug right there. Hello there. Have a great day today. Thank you. And then you come over here. This is deck 17. So remember, deck 9 and 17. Best food options here on Princess. On the, look, Stuart's over there in the jacuzzi. That's Stuart, because Andrea is getting treatment in the spa area. So he's over here enjoying. Get a little libation right there and make our way this way. He'll never know he's on video until he watches the video. That's what I love. Oh yes, that is, what ship is that? Across the distance? Okay, we'll see that in a minute. Pool deck area, but you come down here. I told you, it's the Royal Caribbean. You know that. They're gonna be on that side. They don't come inside. Royal owns Nassau. Just pretty much. You're gonna have the grill. Hamburgers, hot dogs, right there. And then over this way, I believe is the tacos. Hamburgers and hot dogs always look good. Made fresh, which is absolutely wonderful. Just taking orders right there. Unbelievable. Hi there, how are you doing? How are you? Wonderful. You having a great cruise? Yes. Beautiful, awesome, great cruise. And over here we got Lido Tacos. And look there, that looks like some pizza. Yep, right there. Ooh. Lido Slice. We checked in with these guys earlier. Duck Cruise, YouTube, correct? Gave me a duck, my first duck. That's the only duck I've found so far. So if you see Duck Cruise, make sure you say hello, but make sure to go follow him on YouTube. Oh yeah, we'll say. I don't know about that, but these guys are great. I've seen them all over the ship. So go check his content out. So nice seeing you again. Let's continue the cruise. Thanks, sir. Have a good one. Making pizzas fresh. Making pizzas fresh. You know, if I see you, you're gonna be on video. If you want to be. If you don't want to be, you don't have to be. But that cruise, they were in line with us when we checked in, so it was pretty awesome. Now we're making our way to the dome area, which is the controversial dome area. Everybody, oh, the dome is this. Let me tell you what, it has been fantastic. I absolutely love the dome area. Maybe I'm weird, maybe I'm strange, I don't know. It's what I like. But this goes up to the front and the dome area. This is actually where we watched the sail away. If anybody watched that with the water cannons. Right here, this is not a adult area only. Is that Catherine? Yeah, I believe that's Catherine. I've seen her more in the jacuzzi than anywhere else on this ship. She's always in the jacuzzi. So we'll see you tonight at dinner.
See you at 5.
Okay, see you at 5. Oh wait, we'll see you at 3 first for the reception.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, see? She's having such a great time, she don't even know what she's doing. Surfs, I'll have Melanie send it. I think it's on this. I'll let you know. Surfside something. Okay. See you guys. Have a great one. Bar out here. So don't let everybody. I don't think this is an adult area. This isn't adults only, is it?
No, sir.
That's what I think.
It's the sanctuary.
That's the only thing. So the sanctuary is the only adult area. Kids can come everywhere. So don't let everybody say, don't take them there. You can't take them. Yeah, you can. You can bring them. You can bring the kids up here. They can come swimming in this little pool over here, which I know there's been 2 little ones on our group absolutely loving over here. Okay, don't want to share that too much. See the blue light? It just makes it blue, makes everything blue. Which I have to see how this looks on the TV. I think it's gonna look pretty cool. But I want to see what that big royal ship is over there. And that's the dome. We'll go in there in a moment. But I'm gonna go down here and see if I can see that royal's name. Oh yeah, the Carnival stops pretty much right there. That is a big ship. That's got to be the Icon. Oh no, I can't see what that says. But there's the private island coming along. That was supposed to be ready in December. Don't think that's happening. I mean, it's middle of November almost. No, maybe end of December. Who knows? That's a big ship. And now we've made it into the dome area, and I think this gets so much heat and because there was supposed to be a Cirque du Soleil show in here, and it didn't happen. And it's too small. It is too small. Just come early to get your seat and everything. But it is a great area on the ship to relax. I mean, see, the pool still comes here. It comes inside, and when they do the stage shows, they close that off. So the stage goes over that. But it's a great area. And if you've heard anything, like we always say, experience it for yourself. Don't make a judgment until you've seen it for yourself. So that's all you can do. They're up there waving. They're waving at you, not me. There they are, right there. I see some folks waving, so. Okay, let's head this way. Remember, still deck 17. They must be getting ready to do something out here. Love these lounges, by the way. And when the serving staff brings the drink thing around, and you got the drink package. Hey, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Wonderful. Also, we met a fabulous couple, Ron and Meg, on the cruise. They're on here with their mom and dad. They're doing a 3-night, and then they're doing a 5-night back-to-back on the ship. But she told me that's freedom of the seas over there, so I don't have to get off the ship. That is freedom over there. That is a monstrous ship right there. But we were also talking the only adult area here on the Star Princess. And if you're bringing your kids, everybody's, oh, they don't do this. And you see my reflection, that was weird. I'm trying to get, oh, there we go. The only place that kids are not allowed is in the Sanctuary Club area. Everything else, every other pool, every section is open for children. So if you have kids or grandkids that you're bringing onto the Star Princess, they can go anywhere that you can go, unless you're staying in Sanctuary. You gotta leave them outside by the doors. But anyway, no, you don't have to. There's kids clubs on there. Don't worry about that. Okay, let's explore some more. As I've said, these are your friend. Deck 16 forward is where we are. As you can see, most everything, we were just in the dome area, most everything are suites and rooms here. There's another laundromat. I think there's one on every deck now that I'm seeing that. So these are your friend. Don't be scared of them. Like I said, the app, I just don't like their app. It's not very user-friendly. This is the only time I will probably ever say that Disney's app I love much better than their app here. And I know that probably sounds crazy, but it is. So now let's see where else we can go. 16 has nothing. Let's see. We've been on 17. That's where we were just now. We've seen all the other eatery places. We've been to 18. Yeah. Yep, there was the dome and the fitness. Oh, wait, we didn't go to the fitness center or the salon. I gotta go back to 18. Okay, I'll meet you guys there. Wait a minute, I just broke my rule. Remember, stairs are our friend on a cruise because it helps me eat more dessert. So let's take the stairs. We're up on the 18th deck, another libation collection area there. The pools, and they actually play the football games if you're on a weekend cruise right there. That's pretty awesome. Get a little bit better view of the Disney Dream. You know that's one of our favorite, if not our favorite Disney ship, that and the Fantasy. Raj, one of our favorite servers, works over there. Hello, Raj. Hello. Atlanta and Indiana playing right there. Okay, so I found Michelle and Melanie up here on the walking path because they found the sanctuary overlook so we can see into the Sanctuary Club. We just can't be in the Sanctuary Club. Well, we could, but we just didn't get a sanctuary cabin. But that's it right there. This is kind of like the Disney when you can look down into there.
The sanctuary cabins aren't necessarily attached to this.
No, they are not. You're exactly
Let you in, but
correct. They have
sometimes
sanctuary
not either.
cabins every deck.
Okay, I see.
Every deck they have sanctuary cabins, it looks like.
I see.
But
Yeah.
it's pretty much the same.
I would have to check out the price difference, but if it's not, I would definitely do that.
And if you wanted to check out the price difference, make sure to contact Melanie, our travel agent of choice. She'll do that for you.
Because I said if it was just you and I, we'd probably hang out there and not.
Oh,
do
yeah,
the
we-
rest of the
I know
show.
that's exactly what Tony Spears would do.
Yeah. I do
You
not.
said it's funny about how you think that you've gotten all the add-ons you can, but then you get the sanctuary, but now they have the cabanas, so I'm sure the cabanas are an
Well,
extra
it's
fee
funny
as
you
well.
said that because Rob and Meg, the other couple we've met on the cruise, they're moving to the sanctuary, and it's amazing that reservations became available to them for the sanctuary because they were trying to get to Britto, and they couldn't get it. But now, once they're moving to sanctuary, they can get it. But that island over there, I do not believe is going to be done by December. The new Royal Caribbean Island.
I mean, they've still got cranes over there. They should be doing
Yeah.
beach work. If you've still got cranes, it's not going to happen.
I
Yeah.
wonder how they're going to tender. Are they going to go from that side of the ship just over, or are they going to come over here and go all the
They'll
way?
probably come on this side over here, but that will be Royal Caribbean's private island, but it will be an additional charge.
The Carnival's parked over here. Usually it's over on that side.
I know. Well, Margaritaville Paradise is on the other side, the longer cruise ship.
Because I know over there, they're all Royal.
Yeah.
It's over there.
Yeah, because we've got at least 1, 2,
So that is also the recreation area. So I'm glad I ran into them up here. This is like deck 19, but you could overlook the sanctuary. Leave it to Michelle to find that for me. So, okay, we're going to head back down, and I think we've done a pretty good group. I mean, a pretty good coverage of the ship. There's a lot more to discover. Just come on and discover it and just have a great time. But I think we're going to go get some lunch now. We're going to head back to the room, get freshened up, and head to lunch. Hopefully Alfredo's. Also, if you come up on deck 18, there's not as high glass, so you can get a nice view of the ocean and everything. But there's a lot of nice seating up here, and there's nobody here. So there is a ton of spots on this ship, which we didn't think when we first got on. And if you would have asked me the first day on the Star Princess, would you do it again? I would never do Star Princess again. But after today, I will definitely be booking another cruise because it has been absolutely wonderful. It's just learning the ship. So do your research, watch your videos, go on to Princess, call your travel agent, get all the information you can to make sure you're prepared. I sometimes don't prepare as well as I should, and you guys know that. But it's been a learning. That's the spa, not the sauna. Where you get your hair done? The salon and everything's behind those glass. That's where I got my hair cut, right in there. So I mean, just do your research. 3 days. If you've done your research and you know where you're going, you'll be fine. But I would definitely do a 5-night from this point forward on this ship because there's so much to do. And the entertainment. Oh, now we're coming up to the gym right here on the 18th. It overlooks the pool deck. I'm not a big fan of that. So it doesn't have an ocean view. And I just don't like looking out at the pool deck when I'm walking on the treadmill or anything. But the entertainment's been absolutely unforgettable. Some of the best I've ever seen on a cruise ship. And you know we do Disney. But the problem with the Disney is I see the same show over and over and over. This was amazing. So, okay, let's go get some pizza. And for all you smokers, they do have a smoking section there on deck 18. It's on the side of the bar, but overlooks the TV. So not a bad little location. So after all the touring of the ship and everything, you know I would make my way to coffee and cones because here's some soft serve ice cream. They have cups because you can get a waffle cone, but it is an additional charge just as this location. They have cones at all the other locations, but because they do the specialty desserts here, they have the waffle cones that you can get for your soft serve or the gelato that's right over there. So great option. Look, chocolate. And I think this is the gelato base that they just put in their machines because it tastes absolutely wonderful. But now it's time for pizza. So we made it to Alfredo's, but we're not sitting inside. Well, we got Tony and Melanie here and Michelle over there. And this is the beautiful view we got right over here, the Disney Dream. But hey, we get to have some Alfredo's pizza. So we finally made it to Alfredo's Pizza, and we have 2 casual dining credits on our package. And this is one of the restaurants we wanted to try. So we get an appetizer, you get the main entree and the desserts as one of your credits. So I went with the minestrone. I think everybody got something on the thing here.
Clarification, we have 4. 2
Okay.
for you and 2 for me.
There we go.
Okay, just save confusion.
I know. Thank you so much.
Keep going. Yeah.
And then I got a pepperoni pizza. What kind of pizza did you get?
I got the New Yorker.
The New Yorker. And I think Tony got a margarita and Melanie got a margarita. And then me and Tony got the panna cotta. I know Michelle got the cannoli. And I think
she got. I don't know what
What'd you get? What'd you get?
Oh, I got the panna cotta.
Okay,
So I'm the
3
one that
panna
got it.
cottas. And anybody else get the minestrone besides me?
I
We
did.
both did.
Okay,
And
3
we got salad.
minestrones, and Tony's trying to eat healthier, so he got a salad. I'm pretty proud of him. Finally, we get to see Tony. We haven't seen him forever. And of course, that's Melanie.
Daddy,
That's Tony's salad, and that looks really good. Oh, we got minestrone soups coming. Man, service is like on point. And they're in little crocs.
Is that how you say it? Caesar?
Thank you, Caesar. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Look at that little crock. Go ahead, Michelle. There we go. Man, very nice. I got a pepperoni and cheese with extra cheese. Tony got a margarita pizza. Michelle got, what'd you get?
A New Yorker.
Man, that looks fantastic. But this is one of the credits. I mean, that you can see my hand. It's a huge pizza. And we still got dessert to come. So Michelle got the cannoli right there for her dessert. And the rest of us got the panna cotta right there. So gonna enjoy this. Travelers, we just finished up lunch at Alfredo's right up there. You can still see the line is long. It's probably the most popular eatery. So patience, be willing to sit outside. That's all I can say. And you may get a table pretty quick. But I think we're gonna end this video, part 1 of day 3 aboard the Sun Princess right here, because we got a lot more stuff to cover when we on our next part. So this is the end of part 1, and we will start part 2, and we will see you at the big event tonight. Hope you guys come along. But travelers, like we always say, until next time, traveling adventure is out there.